All right, House of Payne fans. Now, I mentioned this in my review for the premiere episodes, and I did some research, and I was actually right. I couldn't 100% confirm, but vaguely, looking back into my memory from the few episodes from the later seasons I did watch, I'm like, wait, so Malik is home, and everybody's like, hey, I thought you were at college. What are you doing? And I'm like, what? I thought I could have sworn Malik was already in college um towards the back, towards the ending season, if not ending seasons like season 7 and 8 of House of Pain when it was on TBS. So this show season 9 is supposed to pick up what 5 years later, 8 years later. I know I'm seeing conflicting sources now that I did some research. I mean, originally I could have sworn it was 5, but now they're saying 8. I don't. Either way, I'm like, why is he still in school? Like, once again, did something happen like towards the end of the series where did he drop out after him and that girl Summer got an annulment to their marriage or something along those lines? I don't know what the heck happened, but basically here we are. I'm just going to say 5 years for simplicity. If it's longer, sue me, I don't care. But I don't think this was a good move, and yes, I want to do a separate video about the stripper, but we'll get to that. Before going further, make sure you like this video. Let me know your thoughts on the premiere episodes in the comment section below. Hit subscribe, click the bell notification icon, that way you don't miss out when I post new content, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. I think this was a bad move. I really thought that in this situation, Jasmine would be the one who's probably fresh into college, or maybe she's, got a couple of years or a couple of semesters underneath her belt. And it's like, Malik, his biggest challenge is making it in the real world now that he's finished school, now that he's out and about doing his thing. Like, I thought that was the whole point of bringing the original cast back. We're moving a few years into the future, and now Jasmine and Malik, it's them kind of adjusting to the real world. Like, they're part of the main cast, but they're not the main cast. So Jasmine and Malik would still be there, and we can actually see them dealing with new problems. Like, I thought we could actually see a lot of real world things. Like, don't get me wrong, knocking up a girl out of nowhere, well, that you just kind of met or haven't known that long, isn't something that's out of the realm of reality. But I thought it would be more interesting to see, like, Malik either struggling to find a job, or dealing with the whole age, education versus experience aspect of it. I thought that would be an interesting angle to take the character, but to actually have him still in school, and then on top of that with a stripper, which again will be its own separate video, I think that's a big regression of the character. Now, don't get me wrong, he was known to get into trouble back in the original series, but we're talking about a Malik who has, aged a few years. I'm talking about real life Doc Shaw, who I looked it up. He's 28. I'm 29. I didn't know we were close to the same age. Dude, that's awesome. But it's like I was hoping again we would see him in a new realm, if you will. Like, maybe he's relatively fresh out of college. I mean, could he be in graduate school? What did he go to school for? I don't know. I tried to look it up. I didn't find it. I just know he went to college. He had that situation with Summer, and then that was pretty much it. So that would have been an interesting angle. Like, when Janine talked about how proud I am of you, again, maybe he could have just gotten out of graduate school, or maybe there was a time where he decided to take time off from college to get work experience. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of this, because I think in my original review I joked around about, like, I remember watching Pokemon all the time, like every week. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I still do, in Japanese. But in any case, it's like whenever a Pokemon League would finish up, and it's like, okay, wow, that series of the anime took about 2 to 3 years to get through, and then the beginning of the next series is like 10-year-old Ash Ketchum. Like, bro, how is he still 10? So I feel the same way about Malik. It's like, I mean, he's not the same age, but at the same time, how in the world could he still be in college? Again, in real world, it is not an impossibility. I don't mean to just, run over my own dialogue here by repeating the same thing, but I'm trying to make sense of this like everyone else. I mean, I don't think it makes a lot of sense. I really do think that if they talked about him maybe switching majors, or like I said before, stopping school to get a job experience, or maybe he maybe he felt school wasn't for him, so he decided to, live, or what do they usually say? Find myself for like a year or so before selling your soul to like a corporate office and sitting behind a desk or something along those lines. We didn't get any of that. All we got is, Janine, I'm so proud of you. You're doing great in school. When I was your age, I was doing, I was doing all kinds of stuff. But now it's like we barely have 5 minutes to actually know what Malik's been up to before it's all crashing down. Yeah, Malik, you got a stripper knocked up. Good for you. So that really sucks. But let me know what you think in the comments section below. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, number one, is it a 5 or 8 year time skip? Number two, do you agree with the whole Malik in college thing, or do you think it's something that should have been scrapped in exchange for him trying to make his way in the working world? Three, sorry, that was my cell phone ringing, a freaking spam caller. Number three, I lost my train of thought. I'm just going to assume graduate school. I don't know. But I ain't even staying in college that long, but whatever. I just feel like we could have definitely done better with the Malik character, but that's just my, opinion, because hell, looking at what if the show did skip ahead like 5 years, then wouldn't that mean Malik was in school 6? So basically, it's almost like you turning Malik into Calvin, like he was in school way longer than he should have been. And what was that one episode, I think, when, oh my God, Calvin's finally graduating, and I think Curtis bought him a car, and then he discovered I'm like 1 credit short or something like that, and then Curtis almost killed him. Yeah, it's something like that. I mean, you're literally turning Malik into Calvin. It's like the man should be out of, I say man, not boy, but he should be out of school by now. I think that was a massive misstep. So maybe I feel like what they could have done, if you really want to go to stripper angle, have Malik out of school, have Malik, saying that, hey, I found this great job and things, and then when he comes home, Janine saying, I'm proud of you, it makes more sense. It's like you went to school, you got great grades, and you have a decent job, and you're not running around with these fast-tailed girls. But then it's like maybe things crumble, like Malik is like, yeah, we had a great day at work, and me and some of the guys went to a strip club, I met Lisa, blah 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 blah. That would have been great, but yeah, I'll save that for the other video. But yeah, I just think the college route was not the right route, but again, just my opinion. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month.